I know you want to see me go home alone. I'm done waiting. I know you want to see me go home alone. I'm done waiting. And this hurts so bad I can't breathe on my own. I know you want to see me go home alone. I'm done waiting. I know you want to see me go home alone. I'm done waiting. And this hurts so bad I can't breathe on my own.
Not be able to stay home, brother. You will not be able to plug in, turn on, and cop out. You will not be able to lose yourself on Skag and skip out for beer during commercials because the revolution will not be televised. The revolution will not be televised. The revolution will not be brought to you by Xerox in 4 parts without commercial interruptions. The revolution will not show you pictures of Nixon blowing a bugle and leading a charge by John Mitchell, General Abrams, and Spyro Agnew to eat hog maws confiscated from a Harlem sanctuary. The revolution will not be televised. The revolution will not be brought to you by the Schaefer Award Theater and will not star Natalie Woods and Steve McQueen or Bullwinkle and Julia. The revolution will not give your mouth sex appeal. The revolution will not get rid of the nub. The revolution will not make you look 5 pounds thinner because the revolution will not be televised, brother. There will be no pictures of you and Willie Mae pushing that shopping cart down the block on the dead run or trying to slide that color TV into a stolen ambulance. NBC will not be able to predict the winner at 8:32 on report from 29 districts. The revolution will not be televised. There will be no...
The revolution will not be televised. We back. It's Thursday. I done fell and bust my ass on top of my sciatic nerve. But we're going to get this show done anyway. Lucky I fell forward and not on my back. Feeling a little pain. So after the show, I'm going to go ahead and throw some ice on it. And we're going to make it do what it do. It is Thursday, December the 15th. Hopefully everybody has had a blessed day. I would like everybody to send out a prayer to the 3 young ladies that died in a car crash this morning here in the Chicagoland area. One of them happened to be one of my friend's daughter, and another was a friend of the family. So sending out prayers to all those people. It's a shame when people are basically being a little careless, drinking and driving, and it's true what they say. You know, don't drink and drive. This probably could have been avoided. Unfortunately, lives have been lost, and that's just one of the ways that we can lose black lives here in America. Tonight's show is going to be called, I thought I put it up there, The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly of BS living in a false reality. Now people say, what's a false reality? A false reality is not living your truth. You're living under certain conditions, maybe not of any fault of your own, but circumstances, and you've been living it for so long that you just don't see a difference. We just got through with the perception of reality segment, 2-part segment. This is going to be a 1-part segment. We're going to get into some other things for the upcoming year. We're going to jumpstart our soda-free health edition, where we just want people to give it a chance, participate. It's free. And I lost, 30-something pounds last year, and got great screenings on my biometric screenings. Everything was below where it was supposed to be. Guy even shook my hand. So, hey, give it a try. We're just asking you to give up this for a week, or give up this for a week, do a little exercise, and make it. I know it's been the holidays. I think I may have gained 5 pounds, but it's about you getting healthy and doing some things for yourself. So with that, I want to share a quick little clip with you, and then we're going to take off from there.
If you don't read the newspaper, you're uninformed. If you do read it, you're misinformed.
So what do you do?
That's a great question. What is the long-term effect of too much information? One of the effects is the need to be first, not even to be true anymore. So what a responsibility you all have to tell the truth, not just to be first, but to tell the truth. We live in a society now where it's just first. Who cares? Get it out there. We don't care who it hurts. We don't care who we destroy. We don't care if it's true. Just say it. Sell it. Anything you practice, you'll get good at, including BS.
Under his leadership?
Race relationships have to do with race relationships. You're white or whatever you are. I'm black or whatever I am. We're standing here talking now. That's how we get things done. You can't legislate love. The President of the United States can't legislate us into liking each other. We have to step forward and ask questions about each other and engage. There's no law that says, oh, because I'm president, you all got to get along now. So it's up to us.
And there's been so many...
I think he said the same thing as Malcolm said years ago. In order for us to get some reality in the world, the black man and the white man are going to have to be able to sit at the same table and discuss shit in an open, fair-minded way. Many times you talk to white people, they want to assume the authoritative figure, especially in corporate America. I mean, they'll let you know that they are the boss, that they are in control, and regardless of whatever you say, you know, bullshit walks, which basically puts you in a place of disrespect. And that's probably where I'm going to drive this from tonight, a place of respect. I call it Respect 101. We got to start respecting ourselves. I think a lot of our problems are based on a lack of respect for ourselves and for one another. There's a Dr. Gooston that I check out sometime. It's so many shows out there, you know. I know the Bible says don't be influenced by these. I'm not really influenced. I just listen to what a lot of people say, and I do my interpretation. But he had a good point about people with self-respect go where they're looking. They have focus. They seem to be more into reality. People with a lack of respect look where they're going. Basically saying they accept what the world puts out there. Whether it's true or false, if the world says this is the way it is, then the world's got to be right. We're looking at Donald Trump right now, and it's plain to see for me and a lot of other people, this guy is in cahoots with Russia. So are many of his cabinet position people. They in cahoots. They about to screw America up. And they don't care because, shit, we rich. I mean, he was just on TV. I guess his advisors, now they're advising them. They're trying to clean up all the nonsense. And they're saying, you know what, this guy's got to be more presidential with his stuff. He's got to be able to get out here and convince these people, right? He's got to do whatever trickery he's got to do, and people are calling him out on it. John Legend was kind of speaking out on Kanye going to meet him, basically saying this is a publicity stunt. What does Kanye really have to say to Trump? Ray Lewis and Jim Brown, I know they're trying to push their agendas, trying to get some type of financial support for what they're trying to do. LeBron James and basically said, fuck Trump. As so many of us have, and so many of us should. You got to recognize the devil. You ever notice when all the black people around him, look how all their eyes are always looking down and looking away? Is that shame or guilt? I often wonder. Just look at them. Picture after picture. Every time you see these people with this devil, the black people I'm talking about, they looking down. All these people that called him the worst person on earth, they're all kissing his butt now. But we all saw the real reality in the beginning. We saw who this man really was, and then he won the election. And so now we get to live this false reality. Oh, I'm going to smile with you and kiss your ass now because you can give me something that I say is, or that I think is of value. The reality is, him and a lot of his cronies, including Comey, the FBI director, who's been very quiet, he was so anxious to throw out that little 10-bit of possible other emails at the last moment. But now you don't see him. Obama's got rocks in his jaws dealing with this man. He's actually in shock, like, how in the hell did this happen in America? See, we grow up and we tell our kids to be honest, be fair, have integrity, treat people right. See, this is the reality that we like. And then when it all blows up and something like this happens, what's that part in the Aliens where Ripley's talking to Newt, and Newt says, I thought there were no real monsters, but they are. Why do people tell kids that? And she says, well, most of the time it's true. But now we're going to get to deal with a real monster. But as far as black people, we've been dealing with monsters since we got here. So I don't make no determination of this is a good monster, bad monster. You're a monster. And all I want to do is have honest conversations with the monsters. When they bring up a point, I want to bring up a point. When you say it was 300 years ago, I say pay us for 300 years ago. Are you acting like slavery didn't exist? You acting like you didn't get 300 years of free labor? You acting like your forefathers didn't establish themselves off the backs of slaves and destroyed millions of people? No, they do owe us something. The chances of us getting it, probably slim to none. They just signed some other bill, but it was a $6.3 million medical bill. Like I say, that's my only downfall of the Obama administration. 8 years, and I never even heard nobody say reparations. But you guys got the equal opportunity. What? I don't know nobody that's gotten a job through equal opportunity. I know damn well I didn't get one. Did they announce it? I see it on applications and stuff. I don't know nobody that really got that. But like I say, let's get back on what we need to do as black people. Don't worry about the 10-point plan that Donald Trump's putting out. That's really not a plan. What's going to be our plan? How are we going to survive the next 4 years? Next week, I'm going to really try to present this village project thing I've been working on. I'm trying to do that Tuesday. And it's basically a breakdown, and I'm sure I'm not the only one that ever sat down and looked at the ills of black society and said, how do we fix this? And I'm sure everybody had a plan, and the division among us was so wide, we really couldn't do nothing with the plans because we're too busy. This person over here wants it this way. This person over here wants it this way. First thing we got to do, we got to come together under leadership that hasn't sold us out. Leadership that hasn't jumped over to that side. A lot of blacks believe in this American dream. They invest millions of dollars in education to get this American dream. Why hasn't it changed? People say, oh, there's change. Really? Okay. So they were shooting and beating blacks down in the 50s and 60s. They shooting and beating black folks down now. They trying to name Black Lives Matter as a terrorist group when you got the Ku Klux Klan running around here like it's a parade for everybody. Still got prejudice situations on your job. It's more subtle, but it's still there. So we got to get some respect for ourselves and respect one-on-one. The way you get respect is through your work, the way you cultivate, and the way you earn and set up your village. It's 5 things that fall under respect: wisdom, judgment, integrity, character, and courage. This is the only way we're going to get respect from these people. You have to have the wisdom to know what's important and focus on what's important to you. We get so distracted. Hey, I've been there myself. I've been distracted about, I had a business and it was going pretty good. And then I started paying attention to the corporate side and everything they wanted. And okay, this is going to be great for your career, blah, 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 blah. Boom. That's my fault. Sacrifice what I was working on for myself for another man's vision and future. And then in the end, they screw you over anyway. So that was bad judgment, which is the next part. Judgment to know the right things to do and when to do them. That's how you get your respect also. 3, have integrity. Right now, America's running off the least amount of integrity that the world is probably seeing. There's no integrity in Donald Trump and the cabinet people. They basically saying, let's all us rich bastards get together and rape the country and take this from 35 to 15% tax cut. And we ain't nothing gonna trickle down. And when we out of here in 4 years, we'd have made an additional billion. It's ridiculous. 4, have character. Obama was required to show a superhuman amount of character when he ran for president. Even had to get rid of his pastor because of the views of the pastor who was pro-black, Jeremiah Wright, pro-black, speaking the truth. No, if you want to be president, you're going to have to turn your back on him. You're also going to have to turn your back on Farrakhan and any black leadership that, we deem unworthy. You got to turn your back on them. Then you can become the president. Donald Trump can grab pussy. He can say, I'm shooting people in the street. He can say, so what? I paid off the lawsuit. So what? I discriminated against you. He can say any damn thing he wants. And he's the president-elect. I have no doubt he probably knows something about the whole hacking situation. You saw it on TV. People like, oh, no, he didn't say that. What are you talking about? You're trying to say I didn't see that clip back in July? I wish I would have loaded it. Well, this man stood on TV and said, oh, yeah, Russia. If you can find those 3,000 emails that are missing or anything else you can find, the news press here will thank you. You will be rewarded. Ain't that what happened? Now, I heard they hacked the Republican and the Democratic side, but we want Trump to win, so only thing we will release is the Democratic emails. Anybody heard about that Trump rape case that's been out there for years? We talked about that the other day. It's supposed to be in December the 13th, but she dropped the charges, whatever. Because, like Donna says, I wrote a check, makes up everything. Oh, the school issue? Don't worry about it. Look, I wrote a check. We cool now. So you got to be a lover of money and greed to deal with this man. I'll tell you a story from years ago. I used to work as a restaurant manager. A little rich guy comes in, he's got his little ass on his shoulder, talking crazy to me. Then he realized I wasn't backing down. I was standing on my stuff as a man. And so he's, well, you know what? Okay, I can straighten this out. What's my bill? No. I'm going to add another $20 to that. He puts the 20 on there, I tear it up. I said, sir, I just need you to sign your receipt. We're good. No, I'm going to do. No, you're not. There's nothing you can do to fix this situation from the way you have addressed me. My dignity says now, I give a fuck less about what you got to offer me. And I think more people should take that position with Trump, but they're not, because we're lovers of money. I would sell my integrity for some money. And then it looks like all these devils are getting ahead because, hey, they selling they souls. What's that fifth aspect of respect 101? Courage. Courage to stop those who will not do the right thing. Rubio Cruz. This man talked about your wives, talked about your children, talked about one of your daddies being involved in the John F. Kennedy assassination, and talked about you publicly. Where they do that at? And then I'm supposed to turn around and fuck with you? Shameful part is you already had a career in politics before Donald Trump came on the scene. So what could he possibly be having? Kanye, now he wants to do this whole song and dance after he enacted the fool for 18 months. And now he's got something to offer you. But do you listen to him? He's got that one plan over here, America. And then he says, and we're going to help the blacks too. If you didn't hear the racism in that statement, America, and we're going to help the blacks too, that's the most racist shit I ever heard from a politician. But the white nationalists lift it up. Sounds great. We got our country back. We don't give a damn about nobody else. We got our country back. We're finna do it the way we want to do it. Fuck y'all. What you gonna do? That's basically what they're saying. They've got an investigation going on against this man. You guys should have been investing this guy from day one. But it doesn't seem to matter what he does. So all the things that say we need to give him respect are missing. This man has no wisdom for the country. He is shook. He has no idea what he's getting into. That's why he's trying to surround himself with all these people. That's one of the rules of business. Surround yourself with smarter people. Maybe that is a touch of wisdom. I really don't believe this guy has any good judgment. He talked about everybody, and now he expects everybody to come together in kumbaya. Don't even talk to me about integrity with this dude. There's no integrity in Donald Trump. Character. He is a character. But there's no character. Maybe he's respected in the business world because, again, you're dealing with greedy people. We live in the greediest place on the planet. I'm sure you know that. Courage. This guy's going to do a courage, well, he's going to perceive that it's a courage move, and he's going to get us in another war. And will his kids be going, or will any of these rich people's kids be flying off to war? No, I doubt it. I think they'll reinstitute, but I think the draft is still going on. And, just put some of your kids in. Like I said, all these cabinet positions, everybody in a cabinet position, he put a person in that opposes what that cabinet stands for. It's a false reality. We feel like we're in a bad nightmare. And I got friends that are strongly like, hey, it's going to be great. It's going to be a lot of change. I hope so. Because I don't want to get blown up. I'd like to make some money. Told one of my friends, hey, since Obama got in office, man, this has been the worst time ever for black people in America. Because all that hidden racism was boiling over. And since they were still in control in a lot of the corporate spaces, they just started cutting you. Moving you around. Promoting who they wanted to promote. Try questioning your boss on some stuff like that. Any point you make, well, you know, let's just move along. You're not going to question me on why Chad got a promotion and he's been here 2 years to your 12. That doesn't make a difference. He hasn't worked on anything. It doesn't make a difference, nigga. So that's what the whole village thing is going to be about. Next year it's going to be about finding a way to redeem our respect, to build on something, and to provide opportunities for our people to grow, to have their own, to develop, to stop all this killing. They're not going to stop the killing. It's money in killing. Shit, you got funerals, you got prison sentences. Why they even debating if Dylan Roof should still stay alive after the 35 counts that he was indicted on or charged with or convicted of. They still took that bastard for a burger. Let you kill 9 good white folks. You'll be lucky to make it to the station. But that's the false reality. We're still here in America with this false reality because we don't have another game to play. So if you don't have another game to play, you got to develop another game to play, and it may take 50 years for what I'm gonna present to even get out there. Because I know it can't possibly be the first time. It all starts with community. Taking responsibility for where you live. It's not the place, it's the people. We're going to lose some people. Some people have to be lost in order for us to grow. We're going to lose some good people because they happy where they at. And there's nothing wrong with that. If you enjoy going to work and you got a successful career, why give that up for black people? Continue to do what you do. But at the same time, don't cry. If things start happening over here and people start coming together, it takes a village. That means it takes the elders, it takes the young folks, it takes the community, it takes the church. There's a piece in here called The People on my village report, and it says, either you're about the community or you must lead the community. Sorry, you don't want to do shit, you don't want to be shit, you have no goals, we can't interest you in training or anything like that. You want to sit around and drink 40s and smoke that shit? You got to go. We have no need for you. Sorry. You have to have productive people to raise productive children. That's the way it's got to go. We got to develop financial institutions in our communities. We got to start educating our children in our communities. With us. Like I say, I've been working on this for a few months now, and I got it laid out, but I want to put it in a PowerPoint presentation format and kind of deliver it, put it out there. Maybe some people can hit me up, or I'm going to try to send it to a few other people that I see and try to interest people. Maybe that can be a catalyst to start something moving. Anybody got some ideas, you can hit me at the show 1965 at yahoo.com. We can correspond. But we got to start doing something, and we got to start doing something different. All we do is the same thing. And we can't blame the women, because they doing what they feel they have to do in order to survive, to raise these children. But it's always been my theory, women can't raise men. I mean, a lot of them really get out here and try, and they do a good job. But then it's a different type of dude. A lot of times it's a more emotional type of dude. He's inherited some female qualities. So a lot of the young dudes that's out here in the street, they feeling manly. They got the testosterone. They doing stuff, but they're doing it from an emotional perspective. Men tend to be more logical, even when dealing with, when they're raising a young man. They lean toward his psyche. They lean to him from the manhood perspective. It's rarely ever emotional. It can get emotional, but you know, if he's that much of a man, he doesn't want to listen to you, then you have to do the lion thing and let him go out there and get his own pride. But we got to develop the community. So the community becomes the support system that allows everything else to grow. The community supports the family structure. The family structure supports the kids. The kids are the next generation, so they come in and then they support the community. They come back and they support the community. This isn't any hard concept. The only hard concept is I may have to stop fucking with Master Nim for a minute for this to work. I may have to dedicate some of my time for this to work. It goes back to respect. Wisdom, judgment, integrity, character, and courage to do what needs to be done to get us out of the situation that we're in and that we're putting our children in. Sure, there's been change since the 50s and 60s, but there's been not enough change. And that's what we're talking about. Stop living this false reality. Love, peace. So, we out of here.
This blessing, man. Watch this gift God gave me. They say grace the new black and meth the new coke. Kitty two the new weed. Stamp bags is passe, man. Bath sauce the new dope. Gay the new straight. Sarcasm the new witty. Free will the new fate. And suburbs the new city. Instant the new fast. Indifference the new pity. Implants the new ass. And silicone's the new titty. Sex the new facade. Tranny the new broad. Ice is the new hard. Like money's the new guard. Thong the new panty. Expose the cheeks in your face. Xbox the new nanny. And 30's the new granny. 40 the new ones of a shorty. Extortion the new condom. And abortion the new condom. Elderly the new old. Platinum the new gold. AIDS the new trigger, and Mexicans the new nigga. Obama a new hope, the Catholics got a new pope. Life got a new aim, the crosshairs got a new scope. My words say what the news won't. What you should do is the new don't. TV evangelist, the new quote. Internet search engines, the new book. Been grow Melak since Samsung, see? I guess all of a sudden, sure, the new quote. Guns, the new fists. Pussy, the new dish. Psych man's the new happy, and suicide bombers the new piss. Baby mama, the new wife. Trailer trash is the new trife. Same shit, different day, but can't get a new life. Rock the new Henny. Your dollar bill was the new penny. Automatic with clips, the new Semi. And Miley Cyrus, the new Demi. Steroids, the new strong. White is the new wrong. For lunch, kids packing the new chrome. Carrying Apple Zone, the new phone. Single parents dream of a new home like dogs need a new bone. Credit card debt is the new loan and turned up, man. That's the new stone. The good life in the hood, we stay wanting it more. Hustling, that's the brand new entrepreneur. Why they building brand new prisons for sure. So all this new bullshit, It's just the same old manure. Live! You know,